Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. We're going to have a look at Prince Yriel in this video. It's basically, he's a special character and an autarch, pretty much. First up, let's have a look at the model. So, having put a shimmer shield from the IDICBeer box on this autarch here on the bike, I wanted to match that in, so I replaced his arm with a IDICBeer arm, just to make it the same, and I've magnetised his spear, not because he can change weapons, but for storage purposes really. I haven't magnetised this, mainly because without this spear on, he sits quite nicely in the case without an issue really. So that's the model point of view. But how about the stats, etc.? So I mentioned in the previous video that I don't tend to run just a normal autarch. I would rather have Prince Yriel. He's a fixed 155 points, which is very reasonable for that type of character. And assuming that you can fit him in the list because of the farcier selections not being taken, then what can he offer you? The first thing is to mention that his spear is actually a pretty awesome weapon, because it hits on 2s regardless, and it ignores armor saves. So it's not a power weapon, it ignores armor saves, so no saves for those Terminators, only obviously invulnerable saves. And it's also pretty good against vehicles as well, giving you strength 9, so it's pretty much like a Witchblade. It still has the +1 to reserves like you get on a normal autarch, so making it again very useful if you're having a reserve type of army that you need to get out. He has a one-off power called the Eye of Wrath, which instead of your normal attacks you place a large blast marker over him, and all the models underneath take strength 6, AP 3 hits. Not Yriel himself, but all the other models. You have to be slightly careful if you're using him with one of your units. You'd probably just attack normally and just use that blast template when there's not many models left. Obviously he has the usual stuff with Eldar, so he's only strength 3 and he's only toughness 3, but he is initiative 7. He doesn't have the mask option, but 7's pretty good, and he has a reasonable number of attacks, 4 attacks. Usual 3+ save, 4+ invulnerable on the other autarch. Ballistic skill 6, weapon skill 6. He's got good stats, he's got bad stats with him, but toughness 3 is his main downfall. So you're probably going to not put him at the front. I mean, he's not the type of character you're going to put at the front and just take all the wounds on him, even with his invulnerable save. So you have to then start asking the question is, what unit do you actually put him with? And that's a tough one really, to be fair. And I have to be totally honest with you, I haven't really used him enough to tell you what unit to put him into. Hopefully some of you guys out there watching, you've used him more than me, and put your comment in the bottom, what unit should this guy be with? I mean, you're automatically probably thinking maybe a salty type unit, possibly, but then what salty units have we got? We haven't got really many. Storm Guardians, possibly. Dire Avengers, maybe. Don't know. As I said, I haven't really used him enough to give you full advice on that one. Okay, so I think that's Prince Yriel covered, and next we're going to move on to the Avatar.